Murder Witness Stories. According to Reddit, number 13. A drunk, drugged guy had been kicked out of a pub that I was standing outside of. He tried to walk back in a couple of times, but the security guard on the door pushed him back. On the third attempt, the guard punched him hard in the face. The drunk stumbled back and fell to the footpath. The back of his head hit the pavement first. He was either unconscious or dead at that moment, while the security guard stood and just smugly looked at the guy on the ground. No attempt to call for medical help or even check on the guy. His equally drunk girlfriend tried to wake him or pull him up. I went to stop her, but she was off her face and gave me a whack as she pulled her boyfriend up while the blood and brain poured out the back of his head. I went and grabbed a cop, gave a statement the next day, but no one seemed too interested in looking into the guard's excessive use of force. I like the story a lot because it paints a very decisive picture of just how quickly a life can be lost and why y'all really need to calm the hell down when you're going out to these public places and getting too tipsy. You get into it with the wrong person, you can literally trip one time, fall and die. So let alone some of y'all getting aggressive when you're tipsy and all of this bull crap. Hello to Sean, Ariana, Pandaren, Linda, and FC Nader. Gonna be a quick list tonight. It's been a little murder heavy on the channel today. When I was a kid, I witnessed a hit and run in number 12. An SUV ran into a pedestrian and then sped away. I don't think they ever caught the person. The poor girl that they hit flew into the air. The SUV passed underneath her. She landed on the road and she died. It was heartbreaking. She couldn't have been over 25 years old. Granted, this wasn't a murder, but I just couldn't believe there was a person there 1 second and the next they were gone. It always made me wonder how people could live with themselves after doing that. Then I'd wonder how many people that I knew who would do the same thing. Eventually, I would wonder if I was capable of something like this. And it's all made me realize it's hypotheticals like this that are dumb, because we really never are who we think we are. I also appreciate every single year that I get older. Bing bong. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna progress through this list faster than you know. I feel something awakening in me. An awakening. Continuing up. Number 11. Obviously a lot of lead up in this story, but I'm not gonna go there. My girlfriend was taking her dog for a walk while I got showered for work. I'm in the bathroom when I hear voices coming from outside. I look out the window and to my horror, there is my girlfriend talking to her abusive stepfather, who is standing about 5 feet away from her. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I knew it wasn't good. The stepfather raises his shotgun, shoots my girlfriend in the face, and then shoves the shotgun under his chin and pulls the trigger. Murder, suicide, life's never been the same for me since. That's your whole life. I know you think it's a fucking, only a movie thing, only a thing that happens in books. But remember, fiction, or should I say what, fact, is stranger than fiction. reality is the one that has the real stuff going down, and then, you know, the fiction rewrite is like a poor, it's falls into the shadow, you know? This is pathetic. One day you're living your life and everything's fine, and somebody just comes and ruins that. Not just for one person, but for the other. Crazy. It's kind of sad. Sad worse than you can really imagine. It breaks me in a way. Number 10. I was around 8 or 9 years old. We were on a vacation. In a vacation village. You couldn't have said on a vacation. You're saying you're in a vacation village. Oh my God. While we were doing checkout with my family, my father was at the desk while we were waiting at the lobby couches. An argument breaks out between two guys who were at the lobby bar, and I actually don't know what it was about because it was in another language. Well, one of the guys grabs a bottle and smashes it and attacks the other guy and hits him in the neck. The guy fell on the floor and there was blood everywhere. My mother closed my eyes after that, took us out for a while, and other people were getting involved. Years later, I learned that that guy lost his life. One altercation with a guy and you can lose your life. Because y'all gotta be macho. Gotta fight. If you know that you're gonna get sauced and a little aggressive, why not do it with a friend that has the ability to pull you back? Make sure you don't make any mistakes. Because like I said, the fault isn't usually with people who just want to get a little drunk and have a good time. It's with other people who have nothing to lose, and you never know what you're dealing with. Some of these people are psychos. You never know how many people you're dealing with in your current life that are psycho, and I hope that last year, the year of our Lord 2020, the year that shall not be named, you know, I hope it opened everybody's eyes to the fact that the real villains are people. People are the real villains. And the idea that everybody could go, hey, you know what we should do this year? There's a thing going around, let's not get each other sick. Everybody, let's just wear masks for right now so nobody gets sick. And then a bunch of people stand up and said, no, I will not. I most certainly will not. As a matter of fact, come over here. You're dumb. You sheep. In your face. It's all a myth. You son of a bitch. I will not be told that I can't. You're telling me I can't go to my bar and drink? I fart upon the spoons with which you eat in the kitchen. The staff kitchen. Oh, I hate you all. It would be better to die than live like this. These people have been around you the whole time. Did you know? True Silver says, how long will you keep the Christmas tree up, Kyle? Okay. That's what you want? You want it to come down? You want to have all that power? You just want to be the one to make everything go away? That's what you want? I guess that's what you get, huh? You have the power, so down everything comes because of you. I guess the Christmas tree is gone because in your mind, is Christmas not done? Is Christmas time not over? It's the new year now. Let us remember the time that there was just a small amount of joy before True Silver Wolf came in here and took that from us all. Hello to Zelamar, hello to Laura, Roseva, and a Happy New Year to you all. I hope you're staying perky and not letting life flatten you. Number 9. In the parking lot of a strip mall in Washington State, a guy walked into a jewelry store and did an armed robbery. Plainclothes security guard waited until the robber exited and shot the robber in the back. I was in a car and I didn't hear the shot, but I did see him fall and some shoppers gathering around his body. Gotta get some sweet pics. We drove by slowly just to see if any help was needed. You guys need any help already? Hello? You got to move real quick, move right quick so I can see if somebody needs some help. You know what I'm talking about? Move out the way. Excuse me, please. You know what I mean? I'll get out of the way of the body. Okay. We drove by real slow. When I saw how fast the pool of blood. Oh my God, my balls. Jeez, it's still pinchy. What the fuck? Bro. Don't ... Linda. It's not a game. Sometimes a man has to wonder if he's getting bit in his balls. That's not cool. Feels a little pinchy down there. That shit's crazy. Oh boy, scary stuff. We drove by slowly to see if anybody needed any help, and when I saw how fast the pool of blood was spreading, I pretty much knew that he would not survive. All of his life juice is seeping out. Sometimes we need our life juice to live. What a world, what a world. Like the video, if you want me to keep my life juice. Do you even care? Do you really want to hurt me like True Silver Wolf does? Ruining Christmas tree time for everyone. He said out with the old and in with the nothing. Wow. As we continue up to number 8. We were at a training camp in the military doing rappelling training. We had a recruit who was 18 years old that was next in line. He kept saying stuff like, "Drill Sergeant, my equipment is malfunctioning." And, "Drill Sergeant, I need help with my equipment, Drill Sergeant." Of course, the drill sergeant thought he was just being a stupid recruit. After saying a bunch of funny, hateful stuff to the kid that made everyone want to laugh, he said, "You have 3 seconds to rappel, recruit," and started counting. At that point, you could see the fear in the kid's eyes, and we started to realize that he was very serious. When the drill sergeant finished counting, he put his hands on the recruit's chest, pushed him, and the kid fell 60 foot straight backwards, landing flat on his back. The sound that came out of the kid when he hit the ground, the gurgling, all of it, I'll never forget. I was later in the first sergeant's waiting room, and our captain was in the office with him. I could overhear the phone conversation with the parents. They assured them we did everything we could. But the recruit did not ensure their equipment was properly secured and suffered a malfunction due to his oversight, and that they were in the hospital in critical condition. He died before the end of the night. 2 years later, multiple high-ranking military personnel and NCOs were investigated for similar incidents at that facility. However, I do not know if the instructor ever got in trouble or if the family has received any closure. Ain't that the way that the world goes? Where when you open your mouth, it still doesn't come to anything, and the people who are incredibly at fault for all of the things that go wrong, they're able to just get away with it. They can walk away scot-free. Clean conscience too, get to go home, fuck their wife, fuck their mistress, fuck their daughter, fuck, you know, their son's girlfriend, all kind of bullshit, because they're flexing their rank, because they're ass wipes. Because they're living shit stains, they're cum slabs, you know what I mean? Just a piece of crap. Empty space preferable to these people, but they'll get away with it. You can push a boy to his death after he's made you aware, respectfully made you aware that something is wrong. And a bunch of people can see it, witnesses. because of the chain of command, because of your position. Nah, it's their fault. Join the military though, guys, right? Yeah. Jumping on Twitch, trying to recruit these kids. It's not slimy at all. It's not sleazy. It's not disgusting. A lot of ways to monetize suckers these days, but my God, making them throw their lives away? It's one thing to decide, hey, I'm trying to trick you into emptying your wallet. My donation links are in the description, by the way. But it's another thing to say, hey, I want your life. I want your life. What? Number 7. I saw a few in Mexico. The most memorable one was the first one that I saw while I lived there. Because I'm sure this isn't what they meant to write. I was cleaning out a house with some buddies, and a guy was walking down the block. We hear gunshots. I look out of the window, and there was the same guy laying on the sidewalk. A black pickup truck speeds by. I think there were 4 guys on the back, all with bandanas covering their faces, all with guns in their hands. The thing that stuck with me is that they all looked younger than me. I was 22 years old at the time, and according to the paper that was released right after, he was from some sort of out-of-town area, and they likely mistook him for someone else. He was 17 years old. His blood was left on the street for days. One of my friends said that he heard 14 shots, but I only heard 6. I have the whole experience written down as it was so foreign to me. This was in Altamirano. I used to stay up late at night trying to think of what kind of life would lead those guys to do a drive-by like that. I also wonder about the 17-year-old. I'm sure he had a family visiting there. Huh. Scary to think about, man. Young people getting into these crazy situations. Like the video. You know what I'm talking about? Teddy Oyama says that's not how you spell repelling. Indeed it wasn't. But maybe it was all some kind of freak Pokemon accident, where they used the repel ability to try to get all the Zubats to stay away from him. You never know these days. Number 6. Pop, pop, pop. Fireworks on Halloween? That's weird. Pop, pop, pop. Somebody making popcorn? Pop, pop, pop. Is that where the weasel goes? Oh, it's someone dead in a car. I should call 911. For me, the surprising thing was just how anticlimactic the experience was. It was just surreal. I don't know if they ever caught the guy, but it was a drug-related murder. The murderer was in the car with him, or the murderer was in the car with him, so it was probably someone the victim trusted. How sick is that, man? Nothing grosser than some slapstick shit. You watch a TV show, at least you know it's all a production, man. Even though the imitation is likely of something that has honestly transpired in real life, but just a whole life getting ended because you're pulling a trigger over some drugs. Is serious like that, bro? What kind of end of the world shit is that? Well, number 5. I worked at a skating rink in the late 80s, early 90s. Man, I would kill to be there in the early 90s. See if you guys play any trance songs. You know? Do you ever question your life? And turn the lights on down, get the strobe lights on. Do you ever wonder what? It's enough. I was in my late teens. It was Sunday Soul Night. Very crowded. Probably like 600 people there. As we're trying to clear the parking lot after closing time, gunfire erupts between 2 gangs. Everybody hit the deck while the shootout occurs. A 12-year-old girl panics while coming from inside and starts running. She ran into the Crossfire and took one to the head about 6 feet away from here. She was killed instantly. Here's the article about the rink itself being a magnet for problems. I've seen people die in combat since, but being a little girl is what haunts me about that one. Yeah, damn. Not even right, man. Imagine letting your kid run off to a roller rink. What's the worst that could happen, you thought to yourself? Hopefully she doesn't let some dumb little boy frail her ass up. That's the end of it. But nope. Gang warfare at a roller rink. I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but somebody vandalized Mitch McConnell's fake house that he doesn't really stay at but owns, because he lives in DC, but the house that they vandalized is another home. And unfortunately, the first thing that came to my mind was the phrase "finally." Not that I condone any kind of acts of violence or illegal bullshit like that, but, you know, as I said in Discord, it's really weird that everybody jumps up and decides, man, I'm gonna go to a church and shoot some random people. Isn't that weird? But you already know who the evil people are out here, and we never see anything happen to them, ever. Fearless because they know nobody can touch them, apparently. But whatever. Number 4. I saw my friend get shot in the head and died a few minutes later during a crossfire between her oldest brother and the police. What? Her older brother got into a shootout with the police and she died? I still miss her 22 years later. We were playing on a field next to her house and her brother was watching us. He pulled a gun out and started shooting as soon as he saw the police. What a prick. This whole thing is making my mouth dry. As we continue up the list, here we are at number 3. Damn, it's not normal that we see Sean Watson. I hope you guys are having an explosive New Year's. I hope you guys don't witness anything too gnarly as you roll into what could be a new start to a somehow even worse year. New strain, new strain. I really should be stockpiling a bunch of weed, man. What are we gonna do, Dia? We're gonna go on a cross-country voyage. Sorry, I just have to break out into song to keep all the depression away. It'll drown me, Dia. Oh. Number 3. You know, I used to work at a movie theater. I worked change. No. I would change the sign near the road. I feel like a brain short-circuiting now. Now, I did this in the middle of the night. I saw a taxi pull up to the bus stop. It stayed there for quite some time, and that's what caught my attention, you know, because how long it was there. So I see a dude get out and quickly walk away. A week later, I'm changing the sign again, and I hear a voice below me asking me to come down. After he showed me his badge, I obliged, and he asked if I had seen anything weird the week before. I replied only that a taxi had been there and a guy got out. I had to then go look at mug shots. Turns out, I was the sole witness to some poor bastard's murder without even realizing it. I wish I had gotten a better look at the guy so I could get him some justice, but probably didn't see him up there changing that sign in the middle of the night. That was a murderer, bro, that just walked away. He could have took a shot at you if he thought you saw. God damn. Sean Watson says, stop by Idaho on your way. I'll show you around all the cool stuff. There can't be cool stuff in Idaho. And besides, how would you know where all the drugs are? You know what I'm talking about? The hot spots.
Is it legal there?
Bro. Potato. Seraphin says, who killed the Christmas tree? Well, allow me to scroll up in the chat to True Silverwolf, who demanded, how long will you keep up this Christmas tree, Kyle? And I said, wow, I guess the cheer can just leave because you demand it, you know? And that's just what we'll do. Fa la 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 la. To never again. Wouldn't it be messed up if that was like the last Christmas I ever got to celebrate?
Don't say that. Do you wanna make me cry? Because you know that that's an easy thing to make me cry. Because I just...
Life is tricky, Dia. We should take care of ourselves better. Number 2. I was standing at a crosswalk. Can't even say crosswalk anymore. Is this even a world I want to live in without the Christmas tree? The guy next to me started walking across the crosswalk. It was a pre-dawn. I'm sorry, it was just pre-dawn. So the guy walks across the crosswalk without looking, and so did I. The guy behind me grabbed my collar and yanked me back to the sidewalk. I spun around, pissed off. The guy in front of me got hit by a car speeding through the intersection. I freaked out, called 911, but the guy died before the ambulance got there. The guy that pulled me back was gone. White guy, sunglasses, tan coat. Guy that got hit was fit as hell, wearing a gray windbreaker.
Return the tree for another week. Also, Fruit Blood is the best band ever.
Did you say Fruit Blood is the best band ever? Wonder who Fruit Blood is.
Sounds like a goth or emo band.
They did donate saying we should bring the tree back. So I mean, with a donation, I mean I have to oblige. Oh my god, Kyle's trapped in some kind of Christmas tree vortex. Help me.
He looks so done.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, no. Oh my, what the fuck? Okay, that works. Okay. Okay. Me. There we go. The Christmas tree returns. A Christmas miracle. Sean says, how's Kyle, Dia? I want to hear it from you. Oh, here we go. Let's turn up the microphone. Apparently.
I was just gonna type it out. He's good. He's just a little upsetty over the fact that we don't have any soda in the house. But everything, but besides that, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He got some Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm. The nacho fries are back.
Don't like them too hard, they'll go away again.
It's not like I can partake. I'm not so blessed. I wonder if anybody can't hear people like fake choking. And I'm like a very talented voiceover artist, so I can hit them with all kinds of like really explosive noises.
You wanna know?
What are you giggling at?
You wanna be known as the guy who can make choking noises?
Yo, bro, it's not just that. Don't reduce me to just. Somebody really probably can't deal with that noise, and I apologize a little bit, dude. I apologize a little bit.
Don't choke on that ding dong so hard.
Oh yeah, oh, it's gotta be dicks, you know what I mean? What are you turning into a man?
Isn't
Okay.
Isn't that what are those pastries called?
what are those pastries called? I guess you're just thinking about dicks and you just go straight into pastries, you know what I mean?
Little Debbie's have ding dongs.
Little Debbie's have ding dongs. You associate the phrase little Debbie ding dongs with pee hole tiny girth time, right? But Kyle's throbby long hard in a big way, smacking him across the face like a black schlong. Gotta remind him, you know, you can't just suck the pee-pee, you gotta suck that black pee-pee. Oh my god, it's so dirty, it's so filthy. Like the video. As we continue up, we arrive at number 1 on the list of what? Murder witness stories, according to Reddit. You know what I'm talking about? You ever witness a murder? Of course you haven't. You better shut your mouth. Oh, snap.
Soda fund.
My man Sean Watson hit me with that soda fund. He already knows. If I'm allowed to spend that $5 on soda, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of dollar drinks from Walmart. From what I understand, the great value brands are actually like 68 cents, 70 cents. Okay? For 1 2-liter, so I could get like what, some ginger ale, some great value ginger ale, dear. Yes. You don't care? You're not impressed? You're not wet? You're not growing a cup size in the titty department just hearing about great value ginger ale, bro? I could make a concoction and accidentally spill chemical X in there.
Do you think my back could take any more boobage on me? No, I don't want that.
And then the Powerpuff Girls were born using their ultra superpowers. Ginger ale. Oh god, am I gonna sneeze? Excuse me.
God bless you.
That doesn't count as a gross noise, okay? It does not.
God bless you.
Oh god, thank you. You ever have gushers right after a sip of some ice cold ginger ale? Stop talking bullshit and end the list before you.
Have you had that?
Damn it.
God bless you. Someone is talking about you, darling.
No, you're gonna hit me with all this superstitious bullshit. I start sneezing and somebody's talking about me somewhere. Why not? They're working a voodoo doll at the same time.
No, someone is just talking about you.
Let's give them something to talk about. Does my voodoo doll have like a dildo staple to it? A big black one. Sorry, I gotta stop.
With you making that joking noise.
I shouldn't be streaming twice in a day. You know, I'm not normal. Okay, I said it. The biggest comedy is trying to do all of these and maintain even the ghost of normality. One day we'll be able to stream and just kick it and watch something, and you'll see just how ridiculous I truly am when we can sit. Bro, Dia and I tried to finish watching Synecdoche, New York today, and it was overwhelming. Just a couple of scenes in that movie felt like a fever dream. And I know that's what it's going for. That's the surreality. Bruh. It's overwhelming. That's all I have to say. Number 1 on this list. I was at a bar, Sorry, I'm gonna try that again. Was at a bar, couple of guys get into an argument. The whole thing subsides. A few hours later, one of them leaves. And as the guy is leaving, the other guy he was arguing with earlier runs outside and punches him in the back of the head, killing him instantly. Imagine, Dia, not 1 hour goes by, but multiple hours goes by, and this guy was just sitting waiting for the opportunity to follow you out and fist you in the back of the head? What a fucking bitch.
Fist you in the back of the head.
Well, you don't like the way that I phrased it, Dia? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You know, the guys that I realize and read it up on online, they have pee-pee so small that they think the only way to please a woman is to fist them. Did you know that?
It makes me just
Dry.
It's not just dry. It shrivels. Like it just wants to just to seal itself close. and just become
Maybe I could harness the power of an incel.
just smooth down there now.
Some women think that they need to do exercises to stay tight. But what if I found a man whose words could tighten a woman, as if their body had a reaction and said, no, nothing shall pass into this canal this day. It's $1 million idea. It's $1 million idea. This dude hit this man in the back of the head one time and he fucking died. One punch. The only other time that I've seen someone die was on the highway. Guy jumped off a bridge that I was driving under, had a rope tied off, and hung himself. Got smashed by a truck before he died, though, caused a really big mess. Hell, maybe the rope broke his neck before getting plowed into. You would hope so. Can you imagine? Can you imagine jumping? Well, let's hope that it snapped his neck properly. This guy jumped off a damn bridge with a rope. What kind of grisly shit is that? You trying to make everybody see that shit, bro? There's a lot of things you could jump off and then, like, you know, fasten a rope to yourself if you're crazy and weird enough to. You're trying to make a statement here. Do you think that your boo or whoever that the girl that don't want to talk to you anymore is driving on this road? Why are you doing that? You know, if you jump from a significantly high enough place, you won't need anything fastened to you. Gravity will take care of the rest. You know, let gravity take the wheel. Gravity take the wheel. Gravity's not going to save you. It's not going to be like, no, not my child. Toxic says, will you do Genshin Impact stream soon, Kyle? Genshin Impact pissed me the hell off, man, because the answer is yes, but I'm going to wait until the next update. So, it's coming.
When is that happening?
I don't know. But you're the one telling me that I need to do some event and get all of the hot primo gems, so I may do that before the next time, so that it makes sense, you know?
You have about like 2 to 1 day left.
1 to 2 days left. Damn.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't think it'll take you too long to like do the things because it doesn't require too much of your time, especially since you're super strong. And the enemies have to be pretty.
Oh, you think I'm super strong still in Genshin? All I ever do is get reminders that I'm about to get fucked up by a world that really just seems to be growing more and more, or less and less in the mood for my bullshit. Something about Genshin makes me feel weaker every time I play it. It reduces me in a way that makes me genuinely... There's this scene in a Powerpuff Girl episode where it just pans in on Bubbles' face. Bubbles, Powerpuff Girls, hardcore. And she's like, I'm just as strong and tough as Buttercup. And it's just like, she's pissed. This whole episode is like, they don't take her seriously. And the camera's just slow panning in on her face. And that's how I feel when I play this damn game. I'm like, what the fuck you mean I ain't strong? I'm the best. And the game's like, nah, man, fuck this guy. You dare tell me? Sean says, riskiest Google search of the day, Bubbles, Powerpuff Girls hardcore. Ooh, that could have been a little bit crazy. Can you imagine if something else came up? Uh-oh. I guess I should. Wow, I was so naive to type that into the internet thinking nothing wild would come up. But no, nothing did. It is from an episode where she uses the term hardcore. That's what she believes or says that she wants to be. Oh boy, yeah, she does the highest level in the training room and they're all impressed. Wow, Bubbles, you did it, Bubbles. Ugh. Bubbles. What's wrong? Okay. Bubbles. Guys, I love you. You deserve the world. If you could do one thing for me today, if you have already liked the video and you want something else to do for me, because you like doing things for me, oh yeah, then check out this link, okay? It's to the gaming sub. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I really gotta calm down. with the roasting Marvel's Avengers. But I will find time to do it tomorrow. Just you wait. Delicious. Chase Williams says Bubbles has a Vegeta moment where she wants to become the Prince of All Saiyans. Well, she is the Prince of All Saiyans. You know? Dia, could you go to the door for me? Guys, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. I hope you stay out of trouble and do better in your lives than April's doing. You know what I mean? Don't be like that. Don't get involved with your exes and stuff like that. You're bigger. You're smarter. You know? You're more elegant. You're classier than that. You understand?
We don't understand that lifestyle.
That wrapped up for a reason. And you need to let the past be the past. New Year's begun. You know, you have no reason. This is not the reason. It is not the season. Don't embarrass yourself. You need to be all about your health. You need to establish some wealth. I don't even know what to say to this. I don't even know what to say to this. April says we listen. Trust me, what I understand about Corona is that it is terrified of flat-chested people. So you guys are all right, and all you got to do, look, there's actually another reason. Oh my God. I just realized something. I gotta get out of here. I may have sent Dia on a crazy errand. April's rant says husband came up positive. He's in healthcare, so it was kind of inevitable. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Your husband has COVID, but you have a boyfriend and you don't know who has what, and oh my God, it's the end of the world. I'll talk to you all later, man. I don't even know what to do. You may be the most colorful person that I talk to anymore, because some of the crazy women that used to be sleeping with their professors, and you know, oh man, one girl lost custody of her kids. I don't even know what to say. Some of the women that have come in and out of these streams are wild ladies indeed. But hey, your life is at the very least, for the most part, under control, and that is what matters. Let's keep everything nice and manageable. Make sure it's something you can maintain. Don't make it fly so far off the handle that we have scenarios like the one that we're reading about tonight, where somebody gets so drunk and gets so angry that they're just like, it's murder-suicide time. Let's not have that happen, okay? Oh my God, somebody drew on the snow. Look how happy the cop is, like that's his whole life. And then somebody in the back seat with a backwards baseball cap on, just like, it was just a little bit of drugs.
That's how you know they're a hoodlum.
Violet. Now, she knew that you would want to read the word violent tendencies, or even just say violet, like the color or the flower, I guess. Is violet a flower? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Well, at least that's not ridiculous. But you made the one T, so it's like violet tendencies. 856. What kind of? Why can't you girls have double D cup mentalities and stop the madness? I just want some sense in the world, and I got a violet tendencies. Ugh. It's not that big a deal, but like it kills me. So like I said before, man, if y'all see somebody in the street and they say something like, hey man, I vandalized Mitch McConnell's house, do not condone illegal activities, but let them know, man, that shit's pretty cool. I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Bruh, I wish the internet was like, I don't know,
Protective of people who do that
I don't want to say positively reinforcing people who are doing stuff like that, but you know. Look at this girl's art, Dia. Look at her chubby face. Oh, just want to squeeze them cheeks. It's art, though. It's photorealistic art. You see it, Dia?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh no, I didn't know if you knew it wasn't a picture. Because you're from your angle, it's probably like.
I can tell that it's a painting.
Uh-oh.
Very good though. Very, very good. I can just tell that it's fake. that it's not a real picture.
There's no earthquakes, there's no volcanoes, you know? There's no internet outages that are statewide. Can you imagine? That would be news, Dia. If there was an internet outage that was like statewide, that motherfucker would fall to friggin' chaos. You understand? That would be dope. Titties in the streets. You know what I'm talking about, Dia? Just pandemonium. You have to wonder if like the towers would come down. You know what I mean? People just going nuts.
The towers? Like communication would be down?
I mean, like, if people would just, like, I want to say destroy everything that's not bolted down, and then even the things that were.
Well, I mean, that's what people were doing before, and they were called rioters.
Bruh. I feel like when the internet goes down. Nah, you know what? If the internet went down, then it would mean that the police could finally achieve their true form. You mean to tell me we're not going to be recorded? And then the ones who didn't like die from laughing because of like this being their dream scenario. I'm telling you, man, people think criminals are bad, you know, because they break the law. But I don't think anything's going to be scarier to some police officers, obviously, not all cops. But some dudes who only got that badge because they wanted to abuse that authority, shit. Just wait until the real apocalypse, baby. Then you're going to see some real violent tendencies, all right? See you guys later. Have a wonderful night. You guys deserve the best. And you'll see me again soon. Stay out of trouble. And if you're trying to get me that black skin in Fortnite so that I can have a Black Master Chief, get at me. Want notifications of when the stream goes down? The Discord link is in the description. You know, believe in yourselves, and I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.